Yeah, hey everybody, this is Ian from mindfulmarketplace.com and welcome back to a brand new video where I'm going to walk you through an exact email outreach sequence that we're doing right now in June of 2020. I am recording this on the who even knows anymore what day of the week it is. That's the day of the week that it is. All right. So I think it's like the 6th, maybe, or something like that. But nonetheless, we're obviously all going through some pretty nutty and crazy times. And, I just kind of am losing track. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm simply going to kind of walk you through the exact process for creating an email outreach campaign. I think I said that once already, but I'm doing this because so many of you who are reaching out to me directly are saying that's the thing that is most beneficial for you to see, hear, learn, experience. And it's probably the thing that I think I do best of all the skills that I think, in this domain that I can share. I think this is probably the area that I'm most comfortable in saying that, I'm pretty sure I can show you something that will work for you. All right. So here is the email that we're sending out: mindfulness in times of crisis. Obviously, it's a time of crisis right now. It is a time of multiple crises. And we are going to invite the folks in our community who are mindfulness oriented teachers and authors and coaches and yogis and consultants and people like that to share what they are feeling going through this incredibly transformative time together. Like, what does it feel like to be a spiritual teacher or a mindfulness teacher or a yoga teacher who is actually leading a community of people who are looking to you for leadership, for wisdom, for insight? And essentially, what I want to do is invite all of these different people. We're doing this as a cold email, right? So these are not people that I know. And we're going to be inviting them, introducing ourselves, and then inviting them to share their opinion or their thoughts or their wisdom on what it means to live mindfully in a difficult time or through a difficult time, or how their practice manifests for them in this moment. All right, so I'm going to show you the goals that we have, and then I'll show you the example of the email, and I'll show you exactly how I'm structuring this so you can do the same thing for yourself. All right, so essentially, again, this is all just loosely worded, but this is a workflow for our community. We're going to be introducing ourselves, inviting our ideal audience, who I just identified who they are, right, to participate in a publishing project, to publish a book. And that book is going to be coming out probably at the end of June, or at this point, probably most likely the beginning of July. And it's going to be something like mindfulness in a crisis. That's going to be the title or some derivative of that idea. And we're also publishing a blog to go with this as part of our Mindful Marketplace community that's going to share all the entries that come in. But what's really important to note here is that what we're looking to do not only is to write a book with as a community and get a curated collection of voices on a very important topic at a very important time for all of us, but we're also looking to build relationships with potential clients who are looking from the entrepreneurial standpoint down the road of expanding their brands, and most, specifically for me, publishing their own first book themselves and then teaching a course on our community, etc. Right? So the goal for us is, of course, first and foremost, to introduce ourselves and to cultivate a a rapport and relationship and trust building exercise by dint of publishing a book together, right? So these folks who I don't know as of today some of them will know us well in the next couple of weeks because we will be publishing a book that will have their contribution featured within it. Now, I'll also show you what else we're doing in that respect, and I'm just going to show you exactly what we're doing. There's no secret to this, right? This is really very, very transparent and very easy to do. All right, so here are two posts that I put on our Facebook page last week in preparation for this. This is the 29th of May, and I recorded an audio that basically indicated exactly what it is that we're looking for from our community, right? We're looking for people who we want to know what mindfulness means to you, what it means to live with more presence, purpose, and peace when the world seems to be falling apart. And we're asking for people who are inspirational entrepreneurs, community leaders, transformational teachers, and most of all, of course, really just ordinary people who have an extraordinary, wisdom and words to share with the world. So this is again by design, right? So I posted this and then ran a really small ad, right, to promote this. And then I also ran a little bit larger of an ad with a longer post. And this is what I'm going to be using for the email, right? It's right here on our page. You can see it. And I'll show you the results. So it says mindfulness in times of crisis. And this is the actual email, right? This is the email that I'm going to be sending these people. What does it mean to be I'll probably rewrite this a tad, but this is as of today, which I think is Friday the 6th. This is the email that is already sent out to the person who's doing this email campaign. What does it mean to be mindful? What does it mean to live your life with presence, purpose, power, and peace, especially when the world seems to be melting down in real time in front of us, and out of every window we sneak a peek? How has, and et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, right? But you can read it if you like on our page, and then essentially what I've done is given them, on Facebook, some opportunity to connect with us, through inbox, through email, or through a type form, which is already set up. Alone, we can change a neighborhood. Together, we can change the world. And essentially, what everyone who participates is going to get a snapshot like this on this new blog and in the book with their face, right? And as you can see, I ran an ad and we had 477 likes, and all that good stuff. And I'm going to send people to this actual post if they want to learn more, or actually I may send them to this post. This one has more engagement, so you would argue that you should send folks to that. Again, this is a cold email, so you want to show your most engaged content, but I may actually send them in this case to this post because there's actually an audio, a recording with me actually inviting them to participate in this project. All right, and again, I expect to get really good results from this. And when I say really good results, not 100% of people are going to open the email or respond. Of course, nowhere near that is going to open the email or respond. But if I can get 10 or 15 or 18% of people to open the email and half of those to respond to what I think is a really good opportunity, good offer for folks to share, have their voices heard in a meaningful moment, I really do believe that we're going to get a lot of engagement from this. And in addition, I really believe that a percentage of these people who I will then say, hey, we can also help you if you want to write your own book. And we have this whole kind of, product that we call Collect, Connect, and Convert, which is a soup to nuts, complete publishing platform offer that's really attractive. It's really irresistible to folks in our audience. And I've covered that in other places. I'm certainly going to be covering that some more in the future. And we can also have them teach a course on our platform, give them all these other great benefits that they would have to pay through the nose by hiring someone like us who are not nearly as good at what we do or at what they do as we are at what we do, right? So that, you have to have confidence, obviously, in what you do. And this is what I do best. And I think I'm able to articulate that to a potential client or a potential reader, subscriber, fan, follower, friend, peer, whatever, that we are really, really, really good at helping people, make a larger impact in the world. All right, so that's it, right? And then when this is done, we will have a complete new set of clients, ideally. And if not, if that part doesn't work as well as I hope, which it will, to some degree anyway, we will definitely have a lot more connections, professional peers, people we have relationships with, who are going to be excited about being part of a book that's coming out in the next 30 to 45 days. They will share that with their friends and family on their pages, on their platforms, and it's just going to drive more traffic to us, more attention, and more connection with the community that we seek to serve. So, all of that again is done in the spirit of really, really, hopefully making a difference in the world, right? Writing a book that features lots of voices in an important time that is really about I mean, highlighting or showcasing. I'm saying this part badly. Essentially, we really want to do something that's meaningful, and this feels like a really meaningful time in which to do it. So that's the real spirit of the project and the email that's going out, and hopefully the engagement that ensues. Okay, and I'm going to share the results with this with those of you in the community. If you're part of the community, feel free to sign up below, or if you're part of the community, you'll get access to this in your in your administration area. And if you are not, feel free to join us at the link below. Okay, thanks so much. I hope this helps, and you can download this in your PDF section as well. Thanks.